nighttime mission. So I've got my time-lapse camera set up and watching the ice flows, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, hopefully eventually to catch the ice breaking up, the grinding and the popping and the big walloping chunks of ice coming up on shore. But it's just been sitting there, and I have been going out and swapping batteries and emptying the card over and over and over again. Well, we're about to get walloped. And in this case, the weather is coming from the east, so the wind is going to blow down canyon. So those ice flows are going to be blown with the river current, and it could cause some pretty sketchy stuff. So I'm going out to make sure I got brand new batteries in it so that I can capture that sketchy stuff as long as it happens during the daylight. If you lived in this area, learning that the weather was coming in from the east is one of those profound, oh shit kind of moments. And that's what we're looking at. Right now it's 22 degrees. By morning we should be minus 10. By tomorrow morning we should be minus 22. And the wind is expected to pick up, you know, in the 30 to 50 mile an hour range. It should be quite a show. I'm actually going to move the camera down closer to the river, because I wish it had sound, right? I'd love to hear the grinding, but you can't do that in time-lapse. I'll try to, if it starts to move, I'll try to just go down there and see it. I've been keeping the camera tucked safely up up by the house simply because I didn't want it to disappear, either by the ice or by someone who notices it. There have been no tracks down there since the first snowfall. I can hide the thing really, really well. You know, if knowing that I've hidden a camera by the river inspires some YouTube bandit to go down and steal a camera that's literally worth tens of dollars, then I suppose there ain't a whole lot I can do about that. But the idea of capturing footage of an entire river of moving ice is just, I want in. I want in, and I'm willing to risk it. So we're gonna take this, we're almost there. I don't entirely know if, I'm driving the wife's car. I know that the little white Ford work truck that I picked up would never climb the hill because I tried multiple times. I don't think that the wife's car will climb the hill either. But, you know, if I have to dig it out, I have to dig it out. It's worth it. It's worth it for all of that sweet, icy goodness. Yeah, that's what I thought. We made it. A sixth of the way up here. So, we's hoofing it. We's hoofing it from this point on. But that's fine. It's what I expected. Also, the wind has started to gust. I hope all the ice doesn't break up at night. I got nothing I can do about that. Oh. And this is the crap that I managed to halfway plow with the backhoe. It's gonna be deep when I gotta go down by the river. Okay, so I got it downloaded. I'll erase the card so we start over from scratch there. And I have the fire just stuffed. You know, the softball girls told me today, with 1 week's warning, that the softball banquet auction is next week. It might break Shay's heart, but I'm tempted to try to finish this really quick. This is that waterfall table, and send that through the auction. I don't really have anything else right now. But anyways, this building is going to be absolute witch's nippies cold tomorrow. So even though I'm not going to be here, I'm gonna stack it, pack it, and blaze up this wood stove. And then before I leave, I'll pack it with, I'm burning cottonwood right now. I'll pack it with whatever passes for hardwood out here. I think I have some maple and hawthorn. and I'll pack it with that, choke it down, and let it burn all night in an attempt to keep, you know, not above freezing. That ain't gonna happen, but you know, above 0 would be nice. Oh man, let's go wade through that knee-high snow out there and go relocate the tripod. Oh, ERR is back up and running on blue smoke. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. I wonder who this is. Whoever it is sitting on top of the snow. The mice are burrowing underneath of it, so they couldn't be very big. No signs of wings, so it wasn't a hopping bird. I can't see where it goes over there. It's damn deep. Anyways, really cool. We were going to Shay's Wrestling, knee high, going to Shay's Wrestling, and something in the road, and I thought, holy crap, somebody's dog got out. We were way out on the reservation land, so a long ways. And I start to slow down because it just didn't, whatever it was went into the ditch and laid down. So I thought, oh man, somebody's dog got out. You know, it's gonna freeze to death out here. So I start to stop. It's a lynx. I haven't seen a lynx in the wild in Montana maybe ever. It was amazing looking. It looked like a little tiny leopard. I mean, the round hollow spots and everything. Very cool. And of course, when I finally get stopped to get a picture of the thing, it's gone like a shot. But it was still, nonetheless, pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. Hey, under this thing, it's only calf deep. Alright, the moment I turn around, you're not going to be able to hear me, but I wish you could see out there. It's crazy cool. That's all gnarled up ice that's now been covered with drifted over snow. Despite this wind, it might not be packing anything, but you know, the wind right now is, I don't know, 15, 20 miles an hour, so it's gonna get double at least. Anyways, when I turn around, I'm gonna show you the wall that I'm gonna hide the camera behind. I think this will work great because this wind should drift over my tracks super quick and make them a lot less visible. Taking a bit of a risk. But when I turn around, I'll be facing the big rock spit. If you watched our video about pulling the car out of the river, that was shot from the other side of the big rock spit. So the river narrows up right here, and that forces the ice to flip up on itself. And when it widens slightly out there, then it seems to come along shore. You can't see it out in the dark, but there's an eddy current through here. So the water right in front of me flows back up river, and then the hard current flowing down river is over there. And so that ice ends up packing up in these big drifts over here, and that's kind of what I'd like to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide the camera over here and roll the dice that it doesn't get picked up by man nor beast nor the icy hand of the abyss. God, it's cold. Anyways, I'm gonna tuck the camera in right there and face it that direction. Alright, now it's set up and it's facing just out there. I think I'm going to tip it a little more this direction. That's quite a wide field of view. What's interesting is, number one, it's wonderful to have the wind just touch the top of my head as it sails away. I love the shapes it's carving, and it'd be super neat and probably almost certainly hold me walking out there, but that almost part, you know, falling in a frozen pond sucks. Falling in a river, obviously you get sucked under the ice. It's death. It's just death. Big at night, you can't see the surface. No, it's just deathity, death, 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 with a little bit of frozen death. But it sure looks cool out there. And as I said, it's yeah, camera is beeping at me. We've lost all of the charge here in the last few minutes. It's been in my pocket, but regardless,